Hi, I'm Captain America, here to talk to you about one of the most valuable traits a soldier or student can have: patience. Sometimes patience is the key to victory. Sometimes it leads to very little, and it seems like it's not worth it. And you wonder why you waited so long for something so disappointing. How many more of these?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, good day, everyone. Good day, Jackie, Jamie. How you guys
Hi,
doing?
Daisy. Pretty good.
Damn, the
Sorry.
way I felt that. um,
Look, I'm here.
just
That's it.
yeah, we just alive today.
I'm
It really
alive.
just be like that.
Do it be like that. How are you guys doing?
Honestly, the same. So, we here. I feel like for some reason my camera looks a lot darker than it usually does, and I don't know what I did, but here we are.
Mine's always pretty dark. I just
You're
if
very
you
bright, actually. Like, you look great.
really,
Yeah, you look great
I
to
always
me.
feel like it looks bad.
Mine is
I
on.
have
I
my
think
other
I need
lights on.
lighting.
No, I have this lamp right here that I almost turned on, but if I do, you just see like bright like
I
one
know.
light, and I'm like, never mind. I'll deal with this. Jackie, how are you doing?
Good, pretty good. Cakes as usual.
She do be
Man,
baking.
this girl
I
be
know.
selling out. She be making
I
bank.
just be baking
She's
before the podcast, and then right after I go back to baking. Like, I'm just
Yeah,
done.
she
she's
gets this like
crazy.
1 hour break.
She be
I
making up
know.
money.
Like, we love Jackie. We're very proud of her.
Yeah,
With,
no, for real.
baking business.
If
We
you're
love
not following her baking Instagram yet, it's Sweets by Jackie K. Make sure to give it a follow. Can 10 out of 10 recommend those cakes? I've had a bunch now, so.
It's already cooked though, but next one. Daisy, how are you doing?
I'm just here, I guess. I don't know. It's been a weird few weeks, I guess, but we here. Happy to be with y'all every week. Every single text, every single voice
I love you guys.
call we do. Yeah, I love you guys a lot. We last night, Jamie all of a sudden goes, "I really love you guys." By the way, we
And then
just
I knocked out. I missed the whole freaking love fest going
Jackie
on.
fell asleep on the
Oh my
floor.
god.
Meanwhile, we just be out here having a very heartfelt, I love you so
Moment,
much
and then there's
conversation.
And then makes me a dead ass asleep on the floor. So
I don't know why. I was just like, let me just tell them that I love them very much.
No, I
That's what I
appreciated
did.
it. It
And I
was
was
definitely needed at
like
that
now
time
I'm
too.
like crying. And that was before I went to go shower, and then I came out the shower, and then I was like, now I feel like crying.
No, it was heartfelt. Definitely like needed at that specific moment too. Um,
Timing was good.
oh. Um.
Please.
Anyways, hello everybody who's watching. Today, well, obviously no Marvel episodes or anything that we would normally discuss. Star Wars, I don't know, anything has come out. So this is a very casual, chill.
You know how
Yeah.
so weird it was because I'm so used to Thursday nights getting ready to watch something.
Same.
No, I know
Yesterday,
it was weird not seeing y'all yesterday.
I was like,
No.
there's no episode out.
Like it was because at
No.
least WandaVision it was just like 2 week break, so it wasn't a
Yeah,
lot
now it's
and everything. Now we got 6 or 7. Well, I think now it's 6 from today. It's 6 weeks, so
Yeah.
it kind of sucks. I don't know. I'm probably
Remember
gonna
when
go
they
watch
said we would get content every week? And it's like, ah, sigh.
until they moved Black Widow and
Oh,
Loki. So is that now it's like and it's funny because what usually we would go months with that well because I don't know they'd split
it
the
was
movies within like 3 months or something and now but we got used to getting something every week so
Yeah.
well whatever 7 weeks 6 more weeks to go so we get Loki yeah
I'm very
June is
excited for
coming
Loki.
soon but yeah I'm probably gonna go watch the assemble episode whatever the behind the scene thing
I
for
still
the
need to
Falcon and
watch
Winter
that. I
Soldier
did see
today.
some stuff about that on TikTok, but I haven't actually
I didn't
watched
even
it
watch
yet.
the WandaVision one. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
started it, but I don't think I ever finished watching it, to be honest. But I'll probably go watch. I don't know, because it just seemed every time I got seeing posted, it was like they were just joking too much on set. So I kind of want to go back now and watch.
Mhm.
Well, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier
Alright,
one
but
too.
First Vision, you know, like that one picture that was like going around on Twitter with
Which one?
the one of Paul Bettany with like just the face paint on, and it was like very cursed.
Oh, with his ears like out or
Dude,
whatever.
That one.
that was so cursed.
To be honest, I didn't
Uh-oh.
know they edited out his ears. I thought his ears would just be like, I don't know, they would do something
I
where it
thought
was just
he had
pushed back. That's what I
Like taped
assumed.
down.
That's what I assumed it was.
like
I think for WandaVision, because he was wearing makeup every day, it was different. Because this time they did more CGI instead of painting his whole face with the whole whatever the usual things.
Yeah.
Besides painting his face red, but usually they would paint like well put all the details and everything.
Yeah.
And then I think that's why, because I remember the whole time watching the show, I always kept feeling like Vision looked different, and he was sort of it just looked more human, like more human. To be honest, every time he would come on screen in his red form or whatever, but. I don't know. Now I'm gonna miss those two eras, but Loki era is coming in 6 weeks.
Very
The
excited.
Loki era.
Yeah, I've been
Loki
seeing a lot of
era.
WandaVision tweets. It's like, oh, I miss the WandaVision era, and then I was like, shit, I kind of do too.
I miss just everything, honestly. Like
Everything I'm gonna be like, damn, now I'm gonna after today, no, it's probably gonna hit today. Then I'm like, damn, really no more Falcon and Winter Soldier. At least we have Captain America 4 to look forward to.
I know. We have a lot to look forward to, which is like it makes it better, but like still seeing things come to like an end, it sucks when you don't know like
Just right now, yeah.
yeah.
It does.
At least now we know there's Captain America 4 because we were at first like I when that came through during the podcast. We were what was it? We didn't know when they were gonna come. I don't know. People were saying they might show up in Armor Wars. I forgot about that, to be honest, and I was like, oh, you know what? That could be true.
What
Maybe.
is Armor Wars?
Maybe
It's with Rhodey, right?
Yeah, I think
but
next year.
I think Sharon was supposed to be in it too.
Wait, who?
Sharon.
Oh, what? Oh, I did not know that. Oh, that makes sense. I could see her being in that though. If she's whatever, if she's trying to, I would see her trying to make or try to get something with armor. Well, Tony's tech. That would make sense, to be honest. But yeah, can't wait for those shows to come on. So what are we talking about today? Since it's Casual Friday.
Friday. Well, shoot, what do you guys do all week?
Oh, I started Shadow and Bone.
Oh,
did?
finally, I
Then
finished
maybe
it
you do.
yesterday. It's really good. I regret like I knew about the existence of those books and like they always seemed like books I'd be interested in, but I back home have so many bookshelves filled with stuff and like I kind of love reading stuff that either gets made into a movie or a show. But like I've been wanting to read those for like years now, and then they finally like made it into a show. And I was like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just watch the show first. And I love the show, but the first 2 episodes are so much information. Like, it was hard to get into, like, not having read the books. Like, so many names, so many characters. And,
It kind of all gets like dropped on you.
yeah. But I finished. I can't wait for a second season. Hopefully, this won't be one of those shows that Netflix cancels, like The Society, # Justice for the Society.
Oh yeah, I'm in Society. I binged that show in a day.
I love that so much. Like, I need a second season. I can't believe they canceled that, but we are getting a new Riverdale and like Hype House and.
Is the Society that one show the one with it was something about how all the kids' parents disappear or something?
It's
Okay,
Yeah,
I
like
only
with the
my
gas
sister was
leak and
watching
stuff.
it. Okay, yeah, because I remember my sister had watched it, and I would just come in and watch whatever episode she was on or something. And I remember always telling her like, "Dang, whatever happened to that show?" Because I felt like it'd been so long since she'd watched it.
Yeah, no, they
But she's
canceled
like,
it.
yeah, I got canceled. Because I thought they were coming with the second season, and then
They were like they got confirmed, and they were about to start filming, and then COVID
Oh.
came, and with COVID, Netflix canceled like a bunch of shows. But you know, people are obviously pissed because like you know we are getting another season of Riverdale, and like we are getting a Hype House show, which
Who wants that?
I don't
No
know. Like I feel like you know y'all should
I
just
don't.
stay on TikTok. Like no
Yeah,
hate or anything, but it just
No hate from you.
Like they already
Like,
post all their
I
lives
just-
on like TikTok and everything. What else is there more to post?
But
on
aren't these all
fucking-
like problematic people too that
I
get their
know.
own show?
Oh my god.
They should.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like, no. I
It's
I
just-
don't like any of it.
It's just there's so many like successful people out there with like actresses and actors that are like dying to start who don't get an opportunity in the entertainment industry, who are like probably very talented, and then we get this, and it's like
Isn't Addison Rae like already in like a couple movies now? And I'm like,
she's
No.
gonna be
I
in like
saw
another
that
Netflix
she's
movie
in,
too. I saw
what's
that.
the remake whatever remake of a really popular movie? He's All That, and now it's called, what is it?
she's
No,
all,
I can't remember. What's the original one called?
no, it was He's All That. Now she's
The
All
original
That.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, why remake like I don't sometimes remakes are just
I don't get remakes. Like
when
either
especially
make a
with some, like,
sequel
classic
or like
movies.
you know what I realized? Like I saw this on TikTok the other day. It was like probably like 50 or 100 years from now, like the Avengers movies are all gonna be remade.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Dude, no one's like it's not gonna be the same. I can already tell you it's probably gonna be shit. This
Probably
cast's
bad
gonna
when
be
that
very
happens.
different and like you know, like it's not gonna have the same feelings to it, which is just I feel like remakes should not be a thing.
I'm
Like,
hoping I'm dead by the time they remake.
No,
the
I was
Avengers
about
and
to
all
say.
that.
I hope.
I'm like, hopefully I'm dead after that. I'm like,
I don't
because
want to be there for that. I'm sorry.
no, we're gonna be watching MCU movies till like
till the
on.
day we die.
till the grave, bro.
To the grave. Honestly,
No,
once I
was
die, I
literally
wanna haunt a
thinking-
movie theater.
No, I was literally thinking. I think it was literally this morning. Oh, because I got something about something Kevin Feige related, and then I was like, okay, a lot of this stuff, to be honest, like he knows what he does with the MCU. I'm like, so when he dies, I'm like, what if it's like the downfall of the MCU? Like whoever takes over, I'm like, I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, oh my god, like what if the
Look, I'm
MCU
just
has
hoping
a
that
downfall
he
after
has
that?
Plans written somewhere. And
No,
it's
he
not
better have the
probably here.
plans like years ahead.
As soon as he's gone, like if that shit goes to shit, well, good luck.
The only reason why I know they would end up remaking is once they get through like a lot of the heroes, to be honest, because like really how far in depth
All
they
the
go.
I guess.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, so they've already done more of the main heroes. They're going to more like other ones now, like the ones we don't know, like Eternals, like that's one. So it's like, oh, how many now and so far? But then at some point they're gonna be like, oh, time to
All right,
remake.
Remake the Avengers. It's been 20 years. Let's do it.
Like, oh my god, I would look and be interested, but I'm like,
No, same. You know what? I think I'd watch it, and then I think I'd be disappointed. So.
Probably.
You know who I feel like? Oh my god, I would end up sounding like how the Star Wars fans are like, oh my god, the new trilogy isn't the same like before. They can't read. That's gonna end up being me.
Us.
Marvel. I'm gonna be like, they can't top whatever happened already.
That's
So,
what it is,
too
yeah.
much of
Think
a moment.
about it. That's probably how the like the old people like when the first like Star Wars movies came out, then these started releasing. They're like,
They're like, it's not the same as before, whatever. Like, I'm like, I don't want to be one of those people, but I'm like, watch, I'm gonna end up being one of those people.
oh, we could be boomers.
Oh, I don't want to think about that. Like, honestly, aging kind of scares me. Like, I've said this before. If I could, but like it would be under like certain circumstances. Like if I could live forever, but like in like a way of like the Vampire Diaries with like compulsion, so like people would like forget about me, or like I would have like access to like money and like,
kind of like a refresh button.
Yeah, so like like nobody would really live that I grow to be like a couple thousand years old. Like I just want to like see what happens like to the world and everything, but I do want to have like that little safety of like, oh, no one's gonna know it's me, like
you want like control in like a way on what happens to you, I guess.
Yeah,
like you'll be like,
but don't we all like want control over our life anyway? Like,
okay, why do all the vampire bitches, like all the shows, why do they want to relive high school? That's the one thing.
Why is it always high school?
Is it
It's always
Who
high
wants
school.
to go back and relive high school that many times?
No, you know why they make it so high school focused? It's because that's what draws the people in. Because like the people watching are usually high school,
Oh my God.
and it's like relatable, but like, you know, like you're casting actors who are like old enough to be in college or like out of college, and then
No,
it's
no,
like we're 16 in high school, and it's like
no. Talking about this, I remember I saw a tweet. It's like talking about Euphoria. How they're like, I feel like it could have been better if it was more like college focused. I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
But
yeah.
I don't know. They don't make that many college folks. It's
They
always
don't.
high school.
They
Like,
don't.
bro, not
always-
everyone's a high school student though.
I'm
Like,
trying to
dang,
think
make
of like a
something for the
high school
college
show, but
students.
of our college show, but I can't even think of one.
That's like I can't really think.
There's not.
So dead ass. Like I can't even. What even is a college? No, like all of my favorite shows I could think of are like not
They're in high school.
nothing college related. Like I don't get what like. Please just make something college related.
But the thing
I
is,
look
we all loved it because we were all in high school.
Exactly, but like, you know those people.
See,
that-
now I'm like Euphoria really would should have been a college show to be honest. Like it should have. And then I think a lot of the Netflix shows I watch too, they're always in fucking high school. That's a lot of, they always make them every single one I know is high school. And I'm like, I just feel like this would be better if it's college. Because then they got them fucking like every fucking like 10 minutes in the show or some shit. Like damn, we don't need to see this all the time either. Like
Let's just put them in college.
Yeah.
bruh, at this point, oh my god. They need someone needs to create a college show.
Early to mid 20s, or even just like somewhere focused in the whole 20s, like that'd be great.
Yeah, like it's relatable for us though. So like, but like you know, the thing is that the high school shows are the money makers.
But they need something for the college one.
Dude, I know. I just
Somebody has to take the risk.
I know, just the one
yeah.
college one
No, they
shot.
do.
If it flops, you know what, you tried, but there might be other people that are like, you know what, maybe we should try.
No, you know
So-
what I really want to
I don't know
say?
what's your reaction.
You know what kind of just ended all of us? I feel like Shadow and Bone kind of like picks it up again a little bit, but it's a show and like not movie. Like I feel like the whole like Hunger Games, Twilight, Maze Runner, Divergent, and like let's not talk about Divergent, but like, it just ended. And like who's
It
really
did.
doing it like these movies? Because I love those movies. I would die for like another like trilogy like those movies or something. Like I don't know what happened because there's so many
See,
like
and I
good
think-
books.
I think that's where my like end of I'm trying to think. My whole little dystopian. Bro, I have all those books sitting over there in the corner too, whatever.
The
Hunger
young
Games,
adult
Divergent,
era.
Harry Potter, all of that like young adult era things. They don't make movies like that anymore.
They don't, and I still read like young adult books because I don't know. There's just something about it. It's like I don't know.
I know, that's what I was saying. That's why when I texted you about Shadow and Bone, I was like, bruh, well, when I was telling you about one of the stories, I won't say it because Jamie hasn't watched, but when I was telling you about that one storyline, I was like, oh my god, this reminds me, bro, of like the books and the fan fictions I used to read and everything. Like, oh my god, this is literally giving me
fan
like
fiction.
sort of that type of like back to me. Now that's why I was like, now I feel like reading the books. But I haven't read a book. Literally, I have not read a book that I wanted to read. It's so long. Like, I can't. Literally, sophomore year was really, I think, the last time I think my school, like taking language arts at school, just ruined it for me. I hated the idea of being forced, like giving a forced option, so forced books
Oh
to
yeah,
read.
no. Like I feel like school definitely fucks that up. Like you should not like yeah, I get like a reading assignment, but you should not give like a forced list of options.
Yeah, it was always a forced list, and none of them would be in. And I'm just like, I don't want to read. Like, none of it was interesting. I just felt like the amount of times I had to do that because first my parents had me taking like honors, so then we'd always have to be reading some books. Like, oh, choose from this list, and none of the books would be like anything interesting. I just felt like that just ruined my whole vibe of wanting to read, and I just haven't read.
My little brother, like
then.
he doesn't even like read. Like he literally could not tell you the last time he picked up a book or what it was. But what he does every time he gets a reading assignment, he just picks a book that has a movie. But like the thing he doesn't realize, I've told him this many times, like you're gonna get caught eventually because one of these books is not gonna line up with the movie. Because you know, for example, a Maze Runner,
Like even like small details.
Yeah,
it doesn't add up. But like the Maze Runner, I feel like if he were to do a like reading review on the Maze Runner and he would do the movie and this teacher has read the Maze Runner, he'd be caught because the Maze Runner book versus movie, two very different things. Like those two things need to be separated. They're very different. I love the books and I love the movies, but I'm glad that I like.
Can I say something?
The Maze Runner was, I think, the only book series I never liked.
Can I say something?
What?
What?
I'm not a big reader either. I'm not gonna lie. I've read very few books. I don't know. I've never been a book person. I have books. I'd start reading them and then I'd kind of get bored. Like the Hunger Games, I read it the first half. I read the first half.
No, you know what's funny
Wait,
about the Hunger
the
Games?
first half of the first book, or just like first half through the
The
series?
first half of the first book.
No, you know what's funny about the Hunger Games? I love reading. I've always read. I used to read like we used to go on, like a week holiday. I'd take like 3 books, then usually buy one more because I would go through it so fast. But I had a library pass, and I went to go grab some books. And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of interested in reading something new. And I saw the Hunger Games. This was years before the movie came out, and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. They're probably gonna fight over food. And then like the first like chapters were like just like forest shit, and I was just like, this does not sound like a food fight or something. So I
Yeah,
returned it. I didn't even
literally,
read
that's
them, and then
what
the
the book-
movie came out. I was like, oh,
My
I
whole
see.
Hunger Games phase was, of all the books I read, Hunger Games phase was too much. My room, like you see how it's all Marvel, it was Hunger Games, but I think it was worse than the way my room has Marvel stuff right now because I bought 2 of the same magazine just so I could keep one intact, and the other one I literally ripped out like every page where it was the character,
Hang it up.
and my wall was fucking filled.
Wait, who were you guys' favorite characters?
Bro, obviously Katniss,
Katniss
Finnick,
is cool. Finnick.
Finnick.
Joanna.
That man should not have
Joanna.
died.
He did die.
He should not have
that,
died.
she was sick for killing them all.
That was
Literally,
just dumbest. Like that was the stupidest. That did not need to happen. That was so unnecessary. I'm still pissed to this day,
watching that in
and I
the
will stay
theater, I
pissed.
won't forget how. No, watching that like scene in the theater, I was like in shock. Well, actually, whichever. I'm trying to think of which movie more people die in. I'm trying to think of which one is the one where more that her like team like Dana thing died in. I don't know. Maybe it was the second one though. But literally, oh my god, I couldn't. Like I was like sobbing, like in the theater watching that, as if I knew it was coming up, but still. Seeing it in person made it so much more upsetting.
Yeah, no, that shit hurt.
I don't know. She was sick for that. I was like, I wouldn't have cared if anyone else. See, I wouldn't have cared if Gail died. Then you have Gail killing.
Oh no,
killing her
motherfucker
sister.
deserved to like. You know what the thing was? He was one of my favorite characters, and like I really wanted Katniss to be with him until the fucking last movie. Then I was like, alright, you know what? Peeta actually isn't so bad. I really wanted to be with Peeta, and then he fucking goes ahead and kills her sister, and I was like, nah, fuck this whole dude.
No, literally that thing. Yeah, my obsession during that time was a lot. I had too many. I lost all my pins I even had too. I only have. You know what type of pin I have? I had that pin where it was the top book series where it was like mixed together where it's like Percy Jackson, Harry Potter. What else was in there? Divergent, Shadowhunters, and no, not Shadowhunters. Mortal Instruments.
Mortal Instruments, like that.
Mortal Instruments. Okay, tell me what Daisy. Did you watch the movie?
Yeah. Okay. Wait. So I never fully finished the book. I have this thing that I hate finishing like series and book series and everything. So like I still have like I'm like 3/4 through the book, and like the last quarter I never ended up reading because I was just like I don't want this shit to end. Like I was very attached to that series, but here's my opinion. Movie over that fucking TV show any day.
Oh yes! Oh my god! Okay, because I fucking hated the show. I couldn't. The show was. I only watched the first season, and it was so much more completely different. Like some starts with the same, but I just did not like the show. And then starting second season, it just was so different from the second book. Even I hated the show. The movie I really liked, even though like some stuff could have been fixed.
No, it was the actor. Like I feel like movie, Jason Clary and TV show, Isabel Izzy and Alec, would have been like the perfect like. That would have been the best case scenario, because series Clary and series Jace, I could not like that. Just was so much cringe.
It was. I couldn't. I was obsessed with. I can't remember. Wait, what's his name? It's like
Jamie Campbell Bower.
Yes, him. Oh my god.
I love him.
No, and then I was obsessed with him and whatever her face's name is, Lily Collins. I think her name was Lily Collins. When they were dating and all that, like me and my best friend were like on top of everything until they broke up, and we were in shambles when they broke up, bruh. When they broke up, we were like, no, not the whole. It was always the people that dated during like comic things or whatever. oh well, I mean not comic, bro, the book series type thing. When people in the book series would date in real life or some shit type of thing. Oh my god! Like me and my session with Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson never dated, but I was one of those bitches that were like
You shipped them
obsessed
hard.
with yes, the weird ass shit where it was like, oh my god, that was that weird ass shit I was on. I was like, I need to stop with that because that was a lot. To be
It's
honest,
kind of the
when I
same as
thought about
people nowadays like shipping Chris Evans and like ScarJo. Like it,
Oh yeah.
I feel like it still happens a lot. Where it's like
It
I feel
does,
like
it
you can
does.
ship like fictional characters, but like because I
That's
think
a lie.
when
I
I
was
look
okay,
at
go.
oh my. No, I feel like when I was growing up, I also had a lot where I was like, oh, these actors would be very cute together or something, you know.
Same.
But like, I don't know now,
As you
like
get
being
older,
grown
you kind of
up,
see, you're like,
these are
kinda
people.
weird.
That's
Yeah.
weird. No,
They have like their
why?
own like different lives.
Yeah.
Probably different or thing, but it's just because we see them as like their character, and then you're like, oh,
I
they're
think
cute.
yeah, that's why
And
when
then
you see them as their character, you're like,
now,
oh my
like
god,
that I'm
these
older,
are-
I'm like, that's kind of weird.
I know. I literally will
Yeah.
not. I would not ship like any real life people. But bro, then it was like me saying Joshua, whatever was that? Joshua,
Something like that. Something like
Joshua was their fucking like name together.
that. Isn't
Bro.
he really short? I don't know why I just
He
wanted to say
is.
that.
He
He
is
was like the.
tiny.
He
He do
is.
be tiny.
Because I think he's still shorter than me. I think he's like 5'5" or something. I don't know. I haven't seen him in anything. Like I haven't seen him in a while. I know he has a TV show on Hulu or something. I don't know, but I've not seen him like recently in.
I remembered. I remember the last book I was reading, The Witcher, because it was after the show had come out.
Oh.
I'd played the games, so I was like very into it. So I wanted to get the backstory because like reading the books, it really, it's like it's the beginning. That was first before anything. It was the book, so I did get into it, like a few, maybe like 100 pages in, and I
What
really
happened?
liked it. I suck. Like I need to get back to it. I need to get back to it because I don't know. It was that time when I was just obsessed with The Witcher, like Geralt of Rivia, like that man. Like I'm sorry, but
I think I
was
watched the
very,
show.
very
I think I literally. Oh yeah, I watched it just because y'all would keep mentioning and everything during
Dude,
school. Because I watched it
Dude,
while I was
Henry
at
Cavill, first of
school.
all,
Henry as the fucking Witcher, it hits different.
dude, he is different. I'm sorry. That bathtub scene,
Oh, don't get me
That-
started.
the bathtub scene, it happens in the book, it happens in the game, and it happens in
It's
the
a crowd pleaser.
whatever the fuck. But
Is
God.
that after you stopped reading?
what do you mean?
Did you stop reading after that?
Mm,
She was
no.
just waiting
No.
for that, like.
No, it was- See, it's kind of like short stories, but
Oh, I see.
kind of like they all eventually like make sense or whatever, but it's like going in parts, and some of what happened, like we get like Yennefer's like backstory like in the first book, I think. When what's it called? In the show when he had to go like save this girl that was like a princess or whatever before, and he had to like go like kill her or whatever, like that was in the first book. So like when I was reading that, I was like, oh, it's like more details obviously in the book than like it showed in the show, but I was like, damn, that was cool. But I don't know, there's a lot of Witcher books. I probably won't read them all, to be honest. I did the first one, but yeah, it's cool. I did hear that obviously like it's because it's in Polish, I think, like the original book series. It obviously the translation's different.
I
did
remember,
hear-
I remember
I
when the
did
show came
hear
out,
that.
and like there was like an event happening in Poland where it was like a Witcher event at like original like movie shots or something, and I remember inviting you. It was a Facebook event, and I was like,
remember that.
we should just go, and like I didn't even know where it was yet. And then we looked up, it was like, oh, it's in Poland.
Yeah, obviously, like it was written in Polish, so it's better clearly than it is in English, and yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get back into that. Maybe not. I'm waiting for The Witcher season 2. Also, talking about Henry Cavill, getting into things I've watched. I did watch Justice League for that man. For that man. Okay, I'm sorry.
Proud of you.
Thank you. Justice League, coming from me, I know you guys watch DC movies. We had this discussion the other day
We
too.
did.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad. But
I
I
told-
have no other information about the other DC movies. So.
No, I told you too. I feel like if you watch the Snyder Cut, without having watched like the original
Which
Justice
one?
League, I guess
That's what
it will probably hit a lot different. It will probably be like way better and stuff. Like it definitely is still better, but like it should not have been 4 hours.
No,
The
it's
amount
just
of
some
slow
stuff.
mos, the fucking
Yeah.
age and limitation music. It just I get a headache just thinking about it. Why did it need to be every time she popped up on the screen?
I was complaining to Jose the whole time because I remember you guys complaining about it. And I was like, it happens every time Diana's on the damn screen. Like that song starts playing. I'm like, please.
Like I
It
get
was
maybe like
really
once or
nice
twice,
the first
but
time. It was nice the first time when it came on.
The
But
first.
it did not need to be every single scene.
But like even the first time, I was like, it doesn't really. Like, it was when she was on the statue, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
that's
it doesn't
true.
really fit that scene. Like it kind of fits when she's on the pole, but like not in like the action sequence.
Oh, not the
Yeah.
action part.
Action, it kind of throws it off a little bit.
And also, I prefer like the original, like that like action scene, because why did that have to be in slow mo?
Yeah,
Oh, besides, yeah, everything being in slow mo the entire time. Because the only thing that was in slow mo during her scene doing that, I remember, was just that bullet. She stopped when the people were
Yeah,
there.
which
That's the
made
only slow mo I
sense.
remember in the like original movie, and that could have been fine. It does not need to be slow mo every fucking scene. Because what was it? What was it that
No.
we saw? Like 20 minutes? Was it 20? That thing I said where it was like 20 minutes
It
or
was
something
like
of the movie
yeah, it was like
was
20% of the movie or something, right?
was in fucking
Like
slow
15 to
mo.
20% or something. I don't fucking
Like,
remember.
That's actually a lot.
that's a lot. There's no need for that much
That's a lot
slow
for a
mo.
part.
But like same with like the football scene or like I don't know. Like the thing I like best about the Snyder cut though was that was my biggest point on the original one was it was two things actually. It was why is this coming out now when you've barely introduced any of your characters and the whole Superman saves the day at the end when this man hasn't been there for like almost the entire movie. That fucked me up in like the original, but like I guess like the character introductions I kind of like better in the like Snyder cut, and you know obviously it was like a team effort this time, which made it like a lot better.
I'm also confused now as to why, like, I get why, like, Schneider, like, why it was, like, released and everything, but then to say it's not canon.
Yeah, it's not canon, so like it's like all right,
Because Warner Brothers doesn't want it to be canon, so then it's like.
but it's like you should. I feel like they should pick this one over the other ones. You know, like
Yeah.
I
this
don't
one
know if
was
it's just the
definitely way
time
better.
because of whatever the plot of the next movies, I guess. But yeah, it was just a lot. Like the DC, the one thing that just didn't make sense was out of everything that they did, besides like, introducing Batman, having beef with Superman, all that, like we were talking about the other day, was why they would kill off Superman so early into them barely making like Superman's their biggest superhero.
Well,
And for them to
like
kill off
now he
Superman so
quit too.
early,
Like he's not gonna reprise his role, so it's just like all right.
yeah, it was
I
so
don't know.
weird.
Why
For
bring
them
it
to kill
back
off early
alive?
instead of Justice League could have been more of that. Well, how like they sort of made the Avengers, like leading up type of thing. Superman kind of died. I don't know, like later on, instead of Superman dying in the second movie he was barely in. Yeah, I don't know. I always have issues with. I love DC, but I have issues with the.
Well, I
fucking
don't know how,
Brothers
I don't know how
issue
this
on this.
whole thing goes in the comics. I know nothing of that, but I don't know. All I know is DC universe is a mess.
It is.
That's all I
Like,
got to say.
and like the sad part about it, as I've said this so many times, is it has so much potential to
Yeah,
be
no,
great.
they do. They
I
do. Like I was
know.
watching Schneider Cut and I was like, it could be good. Like they can be good.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Like
they have great
It's
actors.
funny
Like they
because
have
it
like.
should have been.
No, go ahead.
Oh, no. No, because I was just saying that DC was always bigger than Marvel was, to be honest. So then they should have like nailed it out of the park with their fucking movie and planning this whole universe thing better. So that's the only thing. It was like sort of how they fumbled the bag in the beginning with their whole movie and everything. Because it's so confusing, to be honest, with how they want some of their stuff to play out. Having all the solo movies after having Justice League, like when it should have been a before thing, like. I don't know. It's funny to me that because what was it? Marvel's characters, they weren't as big. The only bigger character from Marvel was really Spider-Man mainly.
Yeah.
Anyways, so then I'm like, bro, they were able to make a whole universe taking the Avengers way to the top. Characters like Guardians of the Galaxy, like I don't know, DC sort of fumbled the bag in the beginning with that. Or Warner Brothers specifically, because I feel like it would just be Warner Brothers' fault
I
with
feel
this
like
whole
it's
issue.
definitely a
There's a
lot
mess
of
over there.
Warner Brothers like controlling what they do. Like, you know, James Gunn said it too. Like, he would do Suicide Squad, but only if like Warner Brothers would just let him do Suicide Squad.
Have control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's definitely Warner Brothers a lot, but at the same time, it's like y'all have like so much opportunity, and it doesn't work out.
It's a mess over
Another
there.
thing I've been watching, it's still DC, but the animated movies. The animated movies. Yep. That's where it's at. The animated movies.
I've heard it's really good.
I
HBO
wanted
Max
to go back
has a lot of them, and I've watched like
because they moved them
8
all
or
there,
9
didn't
now.
they? Which is
Yeah.
didn't they move them all there? Because I thought originally didn't DC make literally their own. I thought they had made their own fucking streaming service, and then
No idea.
moved everything there just for I think HBO Max to happen. Then they moved everything to HBO
Mm.
Max. But because I wanted to finish Young Justice, because I think I only watched the
It's on
first
there.
season.
It's on
See, because I probably will go back then because I want to finish watching the rest of the other seasons. To be honest with that, because I really like Young Justice, and I need to start the Harley Quinn show because I haven't had
No,
time
me
to
too,
go
me too.
watch it yet. And I was really excited because I really wanted to see that one.
I don't know, the anime. I've always heard so many good things on DC's animated like movies and shows and everything, and that's right, it is very good. Along with the movies, I started watching Teen Titans, the not Go, but just Teen Titans, and I'm like,
the
damn,
Titans. Wait, how far
Blade
are you?
really has beef with teens.
I know. Oh wait, are you on season 2?
I'm on season 1 right now of Teen Titans.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Oh, bitch! I thought you were
I'm
talking.
talking about
so
animated. I'm talking about the animated one.
The animated Titans.
Yes, the
Okay,
animated
okay.
Teen Titans.
Okay.
That's what I've been
That was
watching. I don't know. It's been my like late at night, like I'm bored show, so I just put it on, and right now they're talking about Raven, and like we're kind of getting into like her backstory with like her dad and everything. That's where I'm at in the first season right now, and yeah, and I watched the Mortal Kombat movie. It's if you know the lore, you're not gonna like it.
Damn.
If you
I
don't
still
know,
have watched it.
if you don't know, yeah, you'll probably enjoy it. But like, if you know the story of like MK and like you just know the whole backstory and everything, things were changed.
Damn.
That's all I'm gonna say. Things were changed, and
I
was
kind
like,
of felt like they were gonna do that anyway.
There was cool moments where I was like, just because like it referenced the game, like and like moves and shit. So I was like, oh, that's cool. But like the overall story was like weird. It was just weird. And like I think they're setting it up so that there's gonna be more MK movies, but I don't know. The whole storyline's just weird.
Is the fighting? Wait, is the fighting still like? Well, because I've never played the game, but I just know the fighting scenes how they're like super brutal. Was it still like that though?
Yeah. I mean, they could have been done better, I guess. Like obviously you can tell it's like CGI'd and shit. Obviously, like, but I don't know. I've seen better CGI though for like brutal scenes, but I don't know. If you don't know anything about MK, yeah, you'll probably like it. If you do, you're gonna be a little disappointed.
I still gotta go see it.
Demon Slayer. I'm sorry.
I've heard it's so good. I still need to watch like the whole show and shit. Yeah.
I finished it last Wednesday, which was the day before the movie came out. I like binged that whole show because I started Demon Slayer, the anime, like maybe a month ago, but I was like occasionally watching, so I only got until episode 9, and I was just like in the living room like all day Wednesday, so I watched from episode 9 to 26 just in one sitting. I finished it, and then I was like, shit, well, now what? And then Thursday movie came out, and then I was like, I want to go. Like, I got nobody to go with though. Like nobody in this household to watch Demon Slayer. So who am I gonna go with? Tuesday I get a call from Ruby. She was like, hey, you want to go watch the movie? Then Wednesday we want to go watch the movie. It was good. It was really good. It was very, very good. The only problem I had was we watched it dubbed, which is just like the English one, and it was good, but like one of my favorite characters, like the voice actor, I'm like, why do they do why the fuck do they do Inosuke like that? Like his voice acting was just, I'm sorry, it was just not it.
I'm sorry, girl. That
Got it.
sucks.
But overall, I mean, the movie was good, so I would recommend watching it.
I
Demon
still
Slayer
gotta go
Daisy.
see it. I need to
Watch
watch the show. You know what's sad? Like,
What's the second one?
it's not like I obviously have the AMC pass to go see movies, and that movie is not included in it. So they're gonna charge me like the full price, and it's like,
Mhm.
why? Like, it's literally one of the only new movies to come out.
And they're like, no, not that one.
Yeah, no, not that one. Like, you just have all the old movies that were like released like months ago, but like, you know, or like, you know, obviously Godzilla versus Kong came out. I did see that
Still
in
haven't seen
theaters.
that.
Dude, I don't know, like I haven't seen a movie in like a little bit because
Mhm.
reasons, but it just has like the friend that I usually go with, like we haven't been able to like figure out like a time to go. We usually go Tuesdays, but here we are.
Friday.
It's Friday. I haven't seen a movie. But it's fine. Whatever. It's cool. You know what I've been watching a lot, and like I feel embarrassed saying this. I've been watching trash TV. Like
What have you been watching?
I've watched The Circle all the way to the newest episode. I just want to say, fucking, what's his
Is that
name?
one of those?
Wait, it's weekly. Wait, it's weekly episodes though.
So they every week they release like I think like 4 episodes, and like now like the next episode is gonna be the finale. But
Oh, what the heck?
I don't know why it's so trashy. It's like, but like it's so like funny to hear how these people talk, and then like I don't know, once you're like into it, it's like I might as well finish it now. Like, I don't know if you guys want like a slight spoiler.
Wait, what's The Circle? Like, I need a
So-
It
quick
was
background.
like a type of game show. What was it like? Where it's like not.
It's like a
catfishing, but
social
kinda-
media like
Yeah. Oh
you know
yeah.
like
Social media.
top
type.
influencer wins 100K, and like they have to like form like alliances and like make friendships and like basically become like the most like player, and every week they vote like who's the most like liked and who gets to be the influencer and who gets to block someone. But this time they had like a bunch of like different things going on too, but I don't know why. It was just like people come in as like a cat, like nobody knows who is, like you just get like the online profile, you're in like your own room. But there were two catfishes. This is the slight spoiler, by the way. One was catfishing as Lance Bass from NSYNC, but like she was
I
actually
saw-
like
I
his.
saw that in the trailer.
So
I remember seeing the whole like Lance Bass thing on like
Yeah.
my TL.
no, so she is actually his assistant for like the past 15 years. And there was this guy who like he's like a 20-year-old guy, and he was catfishing as his friend Emily, and he got like a makeup challenge. It was fucked up, but then they both got like into a double elimination. But instead of being eliminated, like this gave me life. I don't know why I thought this was so funny. They got back in together, and they got to play this old dude who's 64 named John, and like
Bruh.
he's a psychic, and he's like a gay man. It just I don't know why, but like this like how old is she? I think she's like 45, 50 or something, and then this like 20-year-old dude put together playing this like 64-year-old dude. It was just it was giving me life. Like I don't know, it was so fucking funny for no reason.
So I feel
like
like
one-
those shows, they're very entertaining. Like, I don't know. Like, it's
And for
just
no
fun.
reason.
Yeah,
Like
no, like, it's just fun to watch, to be honest.
it's
I think
very
The
casual
Circle was
watching.
The Circle is one of those shows I think. Well, it's one of those shows I would put where it's like when I'm bored, but don't feel like you know I probably don't have my favorite shows on.
Yeah.
So I'll go watch like that or something like that because that's what I did last year in quarantine when that show had come out. I was like, oh, let me watch. I'm like, I don't know, I'll see how it was. It was really funny to be.
No, that's literally how I've been watching. I started Too Hot to Handle today. Actually no, yesterday, like
I couldn't
last
get
night.
into that one.
I don't know why, but like the fact that these people are like this, like I can't like basically Too Hot to Handle is it's like all these like hot singles like very attractive, like very sexually active. They go to like this resort, and to win 100K they get like a sex ban, so they can't kiss, they can't masturbate, they can't have sex.
I feel
And
like that should be so easy not to do
no,
for
that's
100K.
that's
dead ass,
literally what
like-
I'm saying. And like they're already like every kiss is like 3K, and it's like they were in day one and they already kissed, and I was like, are you like?
Like,
This
how
should be
down
so
bad
easy.
do you have to be to do that? Because I'm just
I
like, it
know.
should be an easy
Does
game.
the money start going down when like the
Yeah,
thing?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
if they do
So every
anything
kiss
to,
is like 3K, and like there's been like 2 kisses now, and like this one girl, like she literally like everybody was upset at her for kissing when like it was the guy who kissed her. Then she got pissed, and she was like, "Oh, let me kiss my best friend right now." And then like
Bruh.
they went down like 3 more K, and then and she's like, "I don't really care about the money because I have 310K on Instagram, so I already make enough money." And I'm like, "All right, but maybe these people care." Yeah.
Oh, wait. So it brings down the 100K for every. Why did I think
Yeah,
that
yeah,
it was
yeah. The 100K
each
gets
of
like
the original person?
no, it gets
Bruh,
split by
that sucks.
everyone. It's kind of like a "Are you the one" kind of situation where like, but like I don't know why I feel like 100K it's like split by 10 people, and like now more people are coming into, and it's like I feel like 100K wouldn't be that great of an incentive. Like in like
I didn't realize this was split between people. I was really thinking that they were all there to try and win 100K, bro. I don't know
No.
where I was going with this, to be honest.
Damn.
Cause like in Are You the One, it's like $1 million prize pool, and like they all win 100K. Like obviously as the seasons go on, like the incentives like change. It's like all right, like you all fuck up, you all get down 100K. But I don't know. I feel like 100K is. I feel like they're all just gonna have sex and fuck anyway. It's like who cares? Like yeah, 10K is a lot. Like but like there's more people coming in, so it's like you're barely getting a cent out of this shit.
Yeah.
And they all know
Yeah.
it's like with shows like that, it's a lot of like they all know that after this, if they like put up like a nice little face on the shows, like they're gonna get more popular on Instagram. They're gonna get
Yeah.
the
Yep,
sponsorships.
they're
They're gonna get
big.
those collabs. So it's like, why would you care about that 10K when if you put on an entertaining show, like you easily get those 10K from Instagram.
Yep.
But
Oh,
that's just my
true.
opinion.
So literally, I think one of the other shows I watched, like sort of, and that was last year in quarantine, was one. It was called like Love at First Sight, where it was like,
Oh, Love is Blind.
oh, Love is Blind.
I
oh my
watched
God.
that where they like marry, like they go into
Bruh,
this
that
box
show-
and talk, and
Okay,
then
literally, okay. I swear, okay, half the couples where they did make it to the honeymoon type thing, like I swear half the couples were so boring to me. The only one I was super interested in was fuck, I forgot his name. It was the black girl and that white guy.
I love them. They're still
They
together.
were
They have a
literally-
kid now,
Yeah,
I
I
think.
know. I saw that, and I was like, they were the only interesting one. I was so annoyed with that one girl. She was like kind of older.
Yeah,
and
yeah. When
was-
she kept bringing up the age gap, it was
yes, she was
dude.
so freaking annoying. Oh my god, the amount of times she would bring up the age gap. I'm like, why did you go to until the wedding day? Then she decides she can't go through with it. Like, bro.
No, but like we
because of-
all knew that was gonna happen, and it's like what I said. Like she knew she was gonna get this like fame out of it, so it's like all right, like I can either like say no now in this little box, or like I could get like 5 more episodes out of this shit.
No, and then not even just the age gap. The other guy, she also liked that other guy, the one that went with some other girl. I can't even remember their name either.
Oh
That
yeah.
too, and then remember when they had like that meeting where all the couples met up again, and like she still seemed like she was flirting with. I was like, Miss Girl, and it's funny because I don't even think those two guys were that far in age. Like they were not that far in age, so it never seemed like an age gap thing to her with him. But apparently, I don't know. I felt like she was just wasting her time. I felt so bad for him.
I
at
felt
the
really
wedding
bad
and
for him
everything.
too. Like damn.
I was just like, bro, but yeah, that show was so, I don't know. I was kind of, once it got to like when they was just like watching their lives on like before their wedding happened, I was kind of bored with the other half of the couples, but I really liked, I can't remember their names. I don't
Did
know
you
why I
watch
can't
the
remember their
after
names.
show?
Yes, the after show. Oh my god, that was too much
Dude,
secondhand
when that
embarrassment.
girl
I
who ran
couldn't.
away from the wedding was still together with the dude she ran away from, I was like,
That one dude.
Miss Girl.
I remember when, I wonder if they're still together, because I remember after that, when that came out, I went to their Instagrams to go see, I was like, oh, they're still together, and also, I wonder if they still are, I probably have to go find their Instagrams to check, but I felt like I felt like the whole time I was getting so much secondhand embarrassment, because they kept bringing up that one girl, the one that left, like, whatever, the age gap girl, and it felt like it was just so awkward the whole time in the room when they were sitting there, and I was like, I can't even watch this, like, I was just, like, listening to them talk, because I felt like it was too much tension in the room, like, I could not, it was too awkward. But yeah, those are one of those shows that were like one of the shows I probably wouldn't usually watch, but I watched it when I was bored, and I was just kind of interested. That's
Yeah,
how I feel with.
it's just one of those shows where like you need background noise or something, but then it's one of those like you'll be like, oh, I'm not gonna watch it, and then like you
And
get
you
too
watch
into it.
Then you get into it. Then that's the thing, you get into it. Because that literally happened. Oh my god, no. Because now, okay, like Grey's Anatomy used to be one of my favorite shows, but now I just keep. Okay, I'm kind of the storyline's been boring me, to be honest. And I haven't watched it since December. So the other day I was like, oh, I haven't caught up with the episodes. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna play it, and then while I bake, bro, I felt like I could not pay attention. It was too sad. I kept crying every episode. They had so much shit going on. They killed off one of my favorite characters, one of the few left.
Grey's
I was like,
Anatomy.
"Are you serious?" When I came back, I was like, "This is what I come back to."
I can't get into Grey's
I
Anatomy.
couldn't get into it either. It's
I was
it's
like,
a lot.
you had to get into it early. I feel like if you're trying to start now with 17 seasons,
Late for you.
starting it now. Starting it now, I was like, some of my friends be rewatching it too. I'm like, how do you sit there and rewatch? I can't. Like, I physically, I can't even go back. I'll literally probably go back and watch one episode I know I liked, and then go back. I most of the time I can never go back and rewatch the show. Like, I feel like once I watch a show, I can't rewatch it. Movies I can, but shows for me, it feels like it's harder for me to go back and rewatch for some reason. I'm like, do I want to sit and rewatch it? I don't know. But
I've been wanting
Grey's
to.
Anatomy, that show is too much. Going back, if you wanted to start 17 seasons, and then it started kind of down. It starts to downfall like season 11.
Oh, that's
so
like a
it's
common thing with shows that have so many seasons. I like last year, like at the start of quarantine, I watched all 15 seasons of Supernatural in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks,
dude. I've been thinking lately. Jose. I don't even know why I brought up Supernatural yesterday, and then I was like, yeah, I didn't even get it. Like, I didn't even finish the last season. I got it spoiled for me. There's no point. But then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I kind of want to watch it just because, like, I just want to be over and done with Supernatural. Like, I spent too many damn years obsessed over that show. Like, I just want to move on. Like, I need to move on. My Dean Pop is somewhere over there. I need to move on.
I need to finish that show still too.
Back to those like contestant shows or whatever. They're so dramatic, but like I live for the drama, and I don't watch them, but obviously like I watch Noel Miller, and he watches them, and then he makes videos on them. Like that's actually what I was watching yesterday when I was on YouTube. I was just watching his videos because like his commentary on it is so funny, and then I'm just like, damn, like, and it made me start thinking, I'm like, maybe I should start watching these. Like, it's pretty fun to watch.
I just think they're so funny and like for no reason, but like it's funny because it's like
too entertaining.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, like obviously I feel like a part of it is definitely like scripted, like, you know, there's definitely stuff that's like instigated and stuff, but
they can be like, all right, fight.
Yeah, like, fight. Oh, this bitch said this about you, you know, like, oh, did she now? Let me pull up real quick.
The one that Noah was talking about yesterday, it was the one where like couples came in and then there was single people, and then the single people would like try to break up the couples, and I was like, damn.
Wait, we actually have a show like that in the Netherlands. It's called Temptation Island. Where
yes,
is that it? Is that it? I feel it.
That's what it was. Dude,
I was like, wait, this is
like it really made me start thinking. I was like, I might just watch this.
And like,
my mom is so into those shows. Like a bunch of my friends are too, but
it's so fucked up because you know, you go in as a couple and then fucking single people just like stole your man or something. It's like, damn. But I'm like, oh, you're like living for the drama.
It's like, oh.
Are there couples that even make it out fine? Like,
there's some couples, but like it's rare.
Nobody cares about them.
But you know what?
It's all about the other ones.
But it's the casting too. Like usually they would probably cast a couple that already has some like slight issues or like you know, like there's already something going on.
See if they separate.
Yeah, it's like, and like, you know, like the thing is too, like a common theme is that usually one of them is like loyal, and then like they get like a clip of them, like, cause they like at like the end of like a week or like a few days they get like the clips, but like it's like so out of context. It's so like out of context, and it could be like somebody like making out, and then like usually it's like, all right, now I'm pissed, and then like they also go and do stuff, and it's like, damn, like this whole
I don't know, but like I found it so entertaining. It was so funny.
Love Is Blind was hella funny. I can't wait for the second season, to be honest, to see what's gonna happen. And now I need to go watch The Circle. The second, I didn't even know it was weekly episodes. To be honest, I thought the whole season had dropped earlier.
You know, they're
I didn't
doing the
know.
last
Since
episode
when
next
did
Wednesday.
Netflix start doing weekly?
Well, it's weird too because it's like they drop like 4 episodes every week, so it's like, all right, like why not just drop it all in one go?
Oh, it's kind of like a.
How many episodes? Wait, how many episodes are in?
There's 12 out right now, and like there's 13 episodes. Like they're doing the finale next week.
Oh, okay.
But this girl from Too Hot to Handle is also in it. I don't know. I think
I
like,
think I
it's
remember
so
seeing that
interesting.
in the trailer.
I don't.
All right.
Could y'all do a show like that?
That's what I was getting to. Actually, I was gonna say that's my final question. Would you guys do one?
Okay,
You know-
I could do The Circle. Love is Blind. I'm too stressed to try and find love at first sight type of shit like that. That would stress me out. Like thinking
I
about the
couldn't do
person I
that
choose will
shit.
probably be who I spend the rest of the life with. Like, oh my god, no, I couldn't.
Dude,
That
I'd
was-
have it the force in a
I
week.
cannot do that.
Fun fact.
Personally, I don't think I could. I don't know. I'm not that type of person to go. I'm more of a. I'll watch it, I'll watch it, but I don't want to be in it. I'm good.
See, wait, Jamie, you could probably do because see the Circle one though, you don't have to see any of the people. You're in a room by yourself, basically.
Yeah, like,
for, I don't know how long the show is.
you
It's
could
like you're
catfish
by
people.
yourself in a room.
Like, I
It's just social media talking. That's why I'm like, I could do that one.
It'll depend the circumstances and like the rules and everything, but I don't know. I don't think I could. Although, like the money
would be, but like the thing with The Circle too is that like people have to vote, and then like the voting like determines who wins. Fun fact, I actually almost auditioned for Circle 2 of the season, and
The second
only
season?
yeah, but like the only reason why like it didn't happen, like I the day that I was going to was apparently the day after the audition period closed, and I was like, oh,
Bro.
here we are.
Daisy. Damn.
I don't know. I feel like I could do a show like The Circle, like a Too Hot to Handle. I would probably win that money easy, but like I wouldn't be like the type they would cast for it anyway. Love is Blind.
No,
I'd have it the
that is
force
not
like a whole
happening.
ass week. Like, you know what the thing
Love is
is
Blind
too?
is too much. I cannot.
I could fall so easily, like literally, like based off like what somebody would say to me, and like like then you get to actually meet the person. It's like, oh, not even in terms of like appearance or anything, just more like
Anyway.
anyway. I don't know.
I don't even know. Then it's like the fact like, oh, now how you know like the living situation, like what is that gonna be like for you? How do you get like it's so
Wasn't
much
one of those
happening in
people
such a
like
short amount of
rich too? And
time.
like I feel like one of those people was like rich, and like the other dude like he lived like a student still kind of. I was like, oh no, it was the girl. It was the girl.
I think that was girl Jessica, the age gap girl. She had like her own like little business type thing, and then the other one like stayed with like friends or some shit or whatever. She was judging him so hard about that too.
Dude, she was judging him
was
about
the best.
anything this man did, so, you know.
Oh my god. Literally, I felt so bad for him. He deserved better, to be honest.
No, but I would
Okay,
love
but
to be like a reality TV show like that. I feel it would be funny as fuck. You know what I would want to do? I'd want to do Are You the One? And I've said this like many times. Like I feel like when season 1 came out, I was like, all right, this is like a show that I would love to be on. But also because lonely as fuck. So
Hey, we are in there.
It's okay, the lonely bitches.
Hey, are we about to rebrand?
yeah, lonely cast.
Hello?
The lonely sim
cast.
cast. That's our rebrand right there.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
So, yeah.
All right. I think
Oh my god.
that was it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
It was a good first
That was good.
casual episode.
Yeah.
See, I
Um,
kind of knew it was gonna go like this.
I knew it
because
was gonna go
this
like this
happens
too.
every time. Like we're not even like on here. Like we just be in voice chat, just
I
us three,
know.
and the same shit happens.
It really do. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the love and support on the podcast. We do love and appreciate it. A slight announcement: there won't be a podcast next week because Jamie and I are running it back. I am gonna go to Arizona. I'm very excited. Hey. yeah, no, I'm very stoked on that. But yeah, thank you guys for everything.
Yeah,
Thank
so,
you, everyone.
May 7th,
We'll see you.
no podcast.
No
Taking a break.
podcast. May 14th, we'll
So
be
we
back.
will see you May 14th, right? I can't think of dates right now.
Wait, Jesse?
Oh, okay, yeah. You said May 14th. Whatever.
Oh yeah, no, I just added 7 to 7. I was like, alright.
May 7th, Jackie's very busy. She has to bake.
I know. Anyways, it's fine. That whole
Yeah,
Mother's Day weekend, so I have politics to bake anyway.
It
So-
wasn't gonna work out
Yeah.
like that weekend anyway. Like it would have been like a 20-minute podcast with us being like, "Hi,
I know. Yeah.
how's life?
Bye.
All right, sucks. Goodbye."
Oh, you guys are going back too? Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, thank you guys. Have a good
Thank
day,
you,
everyone.
everyone.